Thank you so much for joining me, Alyssa Arundell, for your monthly October 2020 tarot card reading. Really looking forward to delving into your situation for your individual zodiac sign this month. If you haven't already and you would like to check out your free 3-card reading, you can do so by clicking the link down beneath this video. It's 100% free and it looks into your past, present and future situation. Each of the tenses is written specifically for the position the card is pulled in. So this is not a generic reading, it's more tailored exactly to the question that you're asking. But without further ado, let's get into this month and see what the cards hold for you. Hello Scorpio, and thank you so much for joining me for your October monthly tarot card reading. Let's see what's going on for your present situation. So you have the Queen of Swords reversed here. The Queen of Swords often represents someone who really does speak their mind, who can come across as a little bit cold at times, but has a real great sense of humour underneath that steely exterior. The fact that you have this reversed could mean that in some way, Scorpio, you might be struggling to get your point across a little bit. It might be that you're feeling frustrated with something, and then every time you go to try and speak your mind, it gets a bit tongue-tied. You might find yourself getting a bit frustrated, like you're not being heard properly. So let's see what can help you with this. So you have the Knight of Cups. This is a lovely card to come up. Knights often represent messages. Cups are about love or about emotions, about matters of the heart. So I feel like if this is a relationship, please know that you don't have to try and just get everything out in one go. The people that really love you and support you and are there for you will encourage you to take your time, will support you through those moments where you're feeling a little bit maybe undecisive or something like that. And if some people are getting impatient with you, instead of taking that all inside yourself and thinking it's something wrong with you, perhaps it's their patience that's actually the problem. So all you can do is try to assert yourself in the best way that you can, but please don't be harsh on yourself if the words don't come out quite right, because it shows that your heart is in the right place, and the people that really get you will get that. So the card for your foundation for the month of October is the Tower. Not the greatest card to come up for you guys, Scorpio, especially in the foundation situation. So what is the Tower? Well, a lot of tarot is about the imagery of the card as much as the meaning. We have a tower here that's been struck by fire or some kind of lightning, and we have these two people that have fallen from a great height, but they're not dead. They're hurt. Yes, they may have a few cuts and scrapes and bruises, but they have survived the fall. The reason that this tower has, crumbled in the first place is because it's built on sand. It's not built on a firm enough foundation. And so anything that gets taken out of our lives, Scorpio, when the Tower card makes an appearance, anything that is removed was not solid anyway. And because you've got this as your foundation card, it quite literally could mean that you have some problems within your home, the structures, the foundations of the actual house that you live in, the building. It could be a work building. So sometimes tarot can really be quite literal. If this isn't to do with any building problems, then it is something that is getting removed from your life, being changed in your life in some way. We can figure this out as we go along. Your past situation is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is very much about victory, about achievement, celebration. There is a little bit of caution with this card that not to get too big-headed, right? Because when we blow our own trumpet to an excess, people can think that it's arrogance, and therefore we can create a few enemies because of that. So it's just saying to you, yes, please do celebrate your achievements, keep that humbleness about you, just so that we don't go creating any green-eyed monsters. Your spiritual card, your spiritual crowning card here is the Six of Pentacles. It could be that if you are going through a crisis this month, that someone steps in and helps you. This card can often represent some kind of benefactor. It can be a charity that's helping you out in some way. it can mean that you're giving or receiving aid. So this is a very positive card to come up. It's not massively exciting, Scorpio, but it is saying to you that help is available, particularly in a spiritual format. If you feel like you are struggling this month, help is on the way. So your immediate future here. This is an interesting card to come up. This is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups really represents moving on from something, moving forwards. And there's a sense of optimism about it. I don't know whether this could be that you're leaving a relationship that has gone wrong or that has been toxic in some way. This could be a romantic relationship, but equally it could be a friendship that has got some, toxicity attached to it, or perhaps people have been jealous of you in the friendship, and actually you've realized that whilst it's been hurtful to come to this conclusion, that moving forwards from it is going to be your best option. Your state of mind for this month is the Four of Swords. So this stands to reason with the spread that we have so far, because the Four of Swords is about exhaustion, is about feeling tired, mentally drained, just like you need a lot of sleep, a lot of crying, tears need to happen, letting that frustration out. So again, it's not really jolly, but we can kind of expect this with some of the energy that you've been feeling. It's not negative. It's just asking you to give yourself a little bit of compassion and a bit of TLC. Your outside influence for this month is the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands can represent some kind of arguments, but in heads. It's usually between siblings, friends, or parents. And the argument isn't something that is completely fatal, right? Because these are not swords. They are not going to stab. They may hurt, but they are not going to fatally wound. And so metaphorically, what that means is I feel some harsh words will be spoken. I feel your feelings might get hurt. I feel that you might hurt other people's feelings if you can't express yourself in the way you want to. However, it will get resolved eventually. I just feel like it's like a kettle boiling. You've reached that point of it needs to come out. Things need to be said. But once the air is cleared, the sigh of relief that can come. So having disagreements and arguments is not always a bad thing, Scorpio. Your hopes and fears. Wow, this is a hope. This is a Three of Pentacles. It's the card of the Mason, and this is about building something together. This could literally mean if the structures of your house go wrong, or there's some kind of, I don't know, it could be some structural problem with your property, that someone steps in to help you rectify that, because this is about building. So it can be about renovations, building work. It also, in a more emotional sense, can mean working together to build something new. So definitely teamwork is going to take you further this month than just trying to go at it alone. And your outcome for the month, Scorpio, is the Sun. Guys, I'm so pleased for you. This is just, my heart just feels so much lighter now, because what the Sun does is it shines its light on anything that is negative. And to be honest, you have had the Tower. You have had this miscommunication. You do feel a bit drained, and that people are maybe ganging up on you in some way. And the last thing you need is problems with your home or problems with your family on top of that. So what the Sun does is it gives you the hope, and it gives you the knowledge that actually things will work out, Scorpio. It will settle. You will get through this difficult period. You really, really will. Please have faith in that. Just be very patient with yourself, and just give yourself some time to grieve, some time to relax, some time to just process everything that's happened. But there's definitely a bright new future waiting for you as soon as these loose ends have been tied up. So there you have your monthly reading for this month. Thank you so much for joining me again. It's a real honour to spend that time with you and for us to share that space. If you did feel inclined that you wanted to reach out for a one-to-one with myself or with Patrick, you can find that information in the description box beneath this video. But until we speak again next month, take care and stay safe. Alyssa.